Let's hear.
Baseline. Come on. That's right. What? Go ahead.
It's the Porch Podcast.
Come on.
What? It's the Porch Podcast.
Come on.
Huh? It's the Porch Podcast. Wait. It's the Porch Podcast.
Come on.
It's the Porch Podcast. I'm back.
Right.
Episode 27. Yeah, you know that.
Yeah.
Influential, the illest. You gotta feel it real.
Get it.
Elevate my flow and you still got skill. I rep down the hill,
Right.
North Dean Ave. Yeah.
Come on.
I'm that man and I'ma get this rare.
Go ahead.
Chill. Let me get this dollar bill.
Right.
Boy, influential. Everybody know he ill. Chill. Give me that ice. I'm twice nice. I'ma do it thrice. That means 3 times.
Damn.
Hit him with the rhyme.
Right.
Watch your boy climb. One more time.
Yeah. Why?
Huh?
'Cause
It's the Porch Podcast. Come on. What? It's the Porch Podcast. And we hot. What? And it's the Porch Podcast. And they not. What? And it's the Porch Podcast.
It's the Porch Podcast. Come on. Sit it's the Porch Podcast. Come on.
Hey.
Come on.
Hey.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. It's the Porch Podcast, baby.
That's it. That's it. It's your boy, Mr. Influential. And of course, I'm rocking with my brother.
Be original.
And this episode is called Free.
Free. Let's start it on off with a toast.
You want a toast? You
Start it
want me to
on
toast?
off with a
Hold on.
toast.
I don't want to break shit.
Don't break nothing. Toast it, brother.
That's it.
Toast to freedom.
Right out the gate.
That's right. That's right. Right
out the gate. Strong question for you, Pig.
What's that, Brad? What's that?
Do you believe you're really free?
Yep. like, oh, I don't want to say the wrong shit. Yes, I believe that I'm free. I'm gonna elaborate on it a little bit more than that.
Right.
Because I believe that if you want to be free, you have to claim to be free. So the answer to that question is yes.
Whoa.
Yes. Yes. So the answer to that question is I am free.
You're free.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I agree with you. I believe I'm free. And you know who else is free?
Ooh. Man, I miss him, man. Damn, man, my boy.
Magical Merlin is here.
Man.
And listen, Merlin has started a new structure in his life, a new chapter in his life.
Oh, shit.
Nobody's ready for this.
What's going on with my man Merlin, man? Oh, shit. Look at Merlin, man. Bitch, a daredevil now. he done switched his shit up.
Merlin is now riding free.
Oh, okay.
Let's go, Merlin.
Let's go, my man.
Let's go, Merlin.
The mighty Merlin.
Yes.
Well, you know what, man? We talked about free off air, as always. But free is a mindset. You know what I mean? Free is a mindset.
Just like being trapped.
Yep. And I'm going to say this, right?
Yeah.
Free.
Welcome back. That shit was hot.
That's crazy. I'm glad you made it back, man. Most magicians have a top hat. You have a helmet.
Well, I'm going to tell you a story about B when you finish talking about being free.
Okay, all right. So this is this. First and foremost, we understand that you got to claim freedom in the mind first, right?
Right.
First and foremost. All right, check. Here's the other side of that situation as well. While being free in your mind, you also have to remember that you have to understand the value of something to realize whether or not you are free or not. Right?
Right.
Because you ain't giving away everything for free.
Nothing.
Right? But you want to be free to be who you are, to do what you want to do,
right,
to live the life that you want to live.
Right.
So the first thing you got to do is claim your freedom.
Right.
But you also have to do very early on is understand the value of freedom. So that's my spill on that intro in terms of what we're going to be diving into today. Today's topic, y'all, being the word free.
Free.
So,
once upon a time, not long ago, I knew some hoes. And they were considered living what they call a free-spirited life.
Mm-hmm.
See, mentally,
The hose.
they believed because they weren't tied into a relationship that they were free. Many people have different definitions of being free. Me and you know ours is simple. We just spoke on episode 26, which was titled Trap. That trap is being a mind state.
Mm-hmm.
So if trap is being a mind state, free is being a mind state as well.
Mm-hmm.
When you look at the Bible, in the book of Genesis, and I believe it's chapter 3, that's when we first start really seeing mankind or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Adam and Eve were running naked. And when Eve gave the fruit to Adam, and he ate it, and they both ate the fruit from the forbidden tree,
Okay.
they both realized that they were naked.
Gotcha.
And they felt embarrassed. They were no longer free.
Mm-hmm.
I say all that to say this. Freedom has a thin line between innocence. See, when a kid is running, when a baby's moving around, and they're doing things and they have no clue what they're doing, they feel free. But the moment we hit it with the
Cut that shit out. Stop it.
yeah,
Put that down.
and they stop doing that,
Yeah. Right. Like when I do that shit to you, because you little buddy. You still, that's why shit came real quick to you. You did it.
there you go. I told you LB stand for pounds, bitch. Big Buddy here. Big Buddy the legend.
That shit don't make sense. Hey, big buddy.
Big Buddy. Hey,
Even
big
when people
buddy.
know, don't nobody say no
Hey,
shit like
big buddy.
No, everybody goes, hey, little buddy, what's going on?
BB. Okay, boulder balls. Big Buddy, which one you want? Big Buddy or boulders?
Nah, man, you gonna walk around this bitch being known as boulder balls. That's up to you. You started the episode off with a fucking helmet, so I don't know where this is going.
Yeah, listen. Let me explain to you what I'm saying.
That might help.
So when the kids no longer,
Right.
when they now know the restrictions and their freedom is now gone.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When a man is incarcerated, man or woman is incarcerated,
Okay.
they're considered to be in jail.
Correct.
Right? They're in jail, they're incarcerated. What are they fighting for most of the time?
Their freedom.
Right. But even when they become free and get from behind those bars, their track record now gives them a sense of being trapped. The track record now. So now, when you first see a kid do something for the first time, or a dog, or anything that's young that you have dominion over.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
When they create a pattern, or they have to now do something one time, you like, that's their track record. They might be on some bullshit unless I watch.
Mm-hmm.
So it's important that we have a free state of mind, because people often have an outlook of us.
Absolutely.
And if we allow their outlook to continuously dig into us,
right,
we now lose this form of freedom. It's like, well, if I'm doing free and I'm doing things the right way and I'm trying to do things in this area, this particular area, because we all have things we need to work on.
Right. Absolutely.
But yet, everything and everybody in this area looks at me as this, and I'm not this great person. Mm-hmm. Should I become what they want me to become, or what they saying I am, or should I stay free?
Right. See, that's very awesome.
Right.
Excellent.
So this is why freedom and being free, is a mind state.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I relate to that. I related to the trap.
Absolutely.
And I related to being free.
Yeah.
And that's my spill.
No, that's a great point. No, I mean, like you said, okay, so the expectations of others will always exist, because people create their own perception of everything. People, places, things, like we talk about all the time. One has to make a conscious decision, like you said before,
Right.
on whether or not they're going to not be free or choose to not be free or choose to become those or that are acceptable by others.
Right.
So it goes back to the saying that I say before, and I've often said this in conversations. I have the type of personality that me and a person can be having a conversation, debate, disagreement. You can call it whatever you want, whatever you want to categorize it. An argument, it doesn't matter to me. At the end of it or in the midst of it, it does not change my feeling about the person.
Right.
It doesn't. I understand that. To me, I look at that as a unique quality, right? Because at the end of the day, like I say all the time, we don't have to agree to grow.
No, we don't.
We don't have to agree to grow. We simply don't.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I think that's where the issue lies, is that people don't think that they can truly be free unless they're accepted.
Preach.
You don't have to be accepted by everyone to be free. As a matter of fact,
You're
that's
more
the
trapped than anything.
opposition of it.
Right.
That's actually the opposite of what freedom is.
Right.
I'm living within the standards or the perception or the outlook of what another person views me or sees me as. You know what I mean? Now, some people may take that as an arrogance or a person is set in their ways or they're selfish or they're not this, that, they're not whatever. I may be alluding some terms, but they're going to come up with whatever they feel about it.
Right.
See, my thing is this. I don't believe in, like I said to you before, taboo conversations. I don't believe in leaving things on the table and we don't say it because I don't like things to haunt me.
Right.
In a sense that if I don't say something and you turn around later on and say you didn't say anything about it. See, I don't want to ever let that be the case.
I'm going to shoot my shot.
I'm going to shoot it because of the fact that at the end of the day, I want to believe that the person I'm talking to appreciates truth more than just what they want to hear.
But that's the type of, and you're absolutely correct of what you're saying, but it's a lot of people out there that don't appreciate that, and because you don't conform to what they're looking at, they want to trap you.
Yeah, absolutely.
And in a sense, in certain areas, they may have you trapped, but as long as they don't got you trapped mentally, you're still free.
That's it.
You're still free.
And that's the thing. Like when somebody say a person's stubborn,
I've been told to be that.
right? And in some essence, right? Some instance, it may be a situation, right, where you consistently do something over and over and over again, and you've never ever, nothing's good ever came out of it. Now, if what you're doing doesn't have any intent to hurt anyone else, but it's for the benefit of your growth, you're not being stubborn. You're being consistent.
Right.
And there's a difference. Now, the stubborn side of it is part of the journey.
Right.
You have to be stubborn against quitting.
Right.
Right? Because you already look at your current position. You want to do more. You want to be more.
Right.
You want to elevate yourself. I got to be stubborn against quitting. Right? Because quitting, that falls in line with me being what everybody else wants me to be or do what everybody else wants me to do.
Right.
So I'm not free.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? It may take me 10, 15 shots to do it. But all I need for it to work is one time.
One time.
Like I was saying to you, I don't know if you ever seen the video that I made in terms of the food for thought. The one I referred to, we're only one play away.
Yes, that's one of my favorites.
We're only one play away. And
I needed, let me just speak on that. I needed to hear that at that particular moment.
Wow. Okay.
When I first heard it, I'm not the only guy that, goes to the bathroom to take his shit and had a cell phone in their hand.
I know you not.
I had a lot of
We can get in touch with these phone carriers, and I'm going to tell you.
Yeah.
You're going to find out. It's way more than you think.
Right. You know what I mean? It's very magical.
Yeah.
However, I was listening. I clicked on the phone. And I said, "Oh, there's P."
As long as you wash your hands.
Yeah. Oh no, definitely wash my hands. There's P.
Yeah.
You're only one play away. I said, "Damn, I need to hear that."
Yeah. You only one play because, and I'm just to reiterate, I'm not gonna go into the whole thing because you can always see it. Like I said, I got food for thoughts. They're on YouTube underneath my name, P Original 1996. If you look it up, you can see all of them, and they've been there for years.
Right.
So check them out. So the point that I'm gonna make in that situation is you're only one play away, just one. like I said in the video, the one play away requires you to consistently go against the grain of what other people is acceptable, right? Finds to be acceptable, right? Even the person that plays the lottery every single day has a plan to one day.
Shout out to DK Hobie.
To one day hit, right?
And he does.
Okay, so he doesn't get there if he's not free-minded enough to go against the grain of what other people may say and still go and stay consistent and play his numbers.
Right.
See, we one play away, but that play starts.
You only one play away.
Exactly, but that play starts in our minds.
Yes.
That's where the playbook is.
Well, here's the thing. Just like this was a good episode, and shout out to people who've been tuned in with us.
Absolutely.
But one play away and being free is just you got a 50-50 shot of things, right? So either it's gonna work or it's not.
Exactly.
Right? Bottom line. So being free and thinking positive is that form of good energy.
Exactly.
You
Oh,
understand
that
what
was
I'm saying?
absolutely
Good energy.
great point.
And it's just like how, episode 13, we called it Lucky 13 because we've been told our whole life that 13 is a bad luck number. However, everybody has reached the age of being 13 if they're 14 or at least 13.
You don't get there otherwise.
Right, yeah.
You don't get there any other way.
So anybody that's our age has been 13.
Yeah, you don't do no
before.
leap year shit. You
So
ain't 13.
We've
and then
been
go
told.
14.
Did anybody ever ask why 13's a bad luck number?
No.
Because
No.
who the fuck said it really is?
tell you something.
Who makes that up?
I'm going to give you a quick
That's
example.
a trap mind state.
That is. I'm going to give you a quick example. Check this out right here. We was talking about the free mind. Right?
mind.
The free mind and understanding the one play away.
Shout
Check
out
this
to
out.
Dre, free minds.
Okay. I'll give you a prime example. The one player make the super remix.
What's the name of the album? One play, one.
Nah.
One play away.
The one
Now, what'd you say?
like,
One
some
play.
dumb shit. It slipped out wrong. Man.
Nah, what'd you say?
I don't
even
remember.
know.
You're gonna have to watch the episode.
Because you said
You have to tune in to see.
Just definitely tune into the Porch podcast.
Yeah.
But now the way you say it wasn't even, you didn't even say it, whatever you was about to say.
All right.
What made it fun, I'm gonna let you know, don't lose your thought. You was like, just how you did. He said, the one play, woo. What the fuck was
Because in my mind, I know it didn't come out clear.
In your mind, you wasn't letting that trap out. Your freedom made you have control.
Oh no, I'm gonna look back on this shit and I'm gonna know good then.
You
No,
gotta make the same noise. The woo.
the one play away. Check this out. I'm gonna use a football analogy, right? One play away. Dealing with your playbook. You got to study the playbook. You got to understand it. You got to know how to read defenses. You got to understand how to go through your progressions. You got to do all those things, right?
Right.
But if you apply that one playbook into the game of life, what's the other thing that you got to be great at doing? You know what it is?
Execution.
Execution's one.
All right.
That's very vital, but you got to always be able to call it what? An audible.
Audible. Well, hey, well,
Okay.
this goes back
You only can do that if you have what kind of mind?
a free mind. But this goes back to early episode. I don't know what number, okay? Don't charge it to my head, charge it to my heart. Don't even charge it to my heart, charge it to us being blessed. Because if I can't remember the number, that means we rolling. All right? Earth Angel Toast. Bang. Yeah, we go get the crowd going. All right. So what I'm saying is
Earth Angel.
that goes back to not having a plan B.
Absolutely.
It's that contingent plan, that part of the plan A that knows that if this don't go right, I got to call a audible.
That's it. But that's part of your original plan.
Right. That's what I said.
Right.
Plan A.
And that's why I say that is because the biggest Achilles heel that most people have from becoming better than who they are
Failure, they believe they're going to fail.
is the fear of understanding that failure may be a part of your growth.
Right.
That's the difference. You're trying to elude something that may be a step. You're trying to jump around a necessary position.
On your house of pain shit. Jump around. Like you
Right.
trying to do some bullshit.
Exactly. Like A lot of the people that you see that's successful,
Right.
for every one successful success story they have,
Preach.
they got 4 to 5 ones that weren't successful.
Right.
So the point in that is you want to leapfrog
Right.
the process.
Right.
Even in the sense of it, like if you look at most quarterbacks, even if we look at your guy, Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady has
Super Bowl 7 championship. Tom Brady.
Okay, I knew
He
this.
became my guy. He became my guy once he became a buck, though. Let's make this clear. Let's make
You
this
did what
clear.
you're supposed to do.
Yeah, let's make this
Absolutely.
clear. Yup.
He
Let's make
became
this
your guy.
clear.
But he understood.
Champions.
He understood very early on that he wasn't going to be somebody who was fleet of foot.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you say now? Fleet
We're
of
not
foot?
gonna do that shit.
No,
man.
no, I never heard that. I swear to God, I never heard that. Fleet of foot, you said? I swear to God, bro.
No,
what
it's
does
all
that?
good.
What does that mean? I'm
The
dead serious.
motherfucker couldn't run fast. So you gonna make it.
All right.
E. Come on, man.
I thought it was the same. No, bruh.
Yeah,
I
this
thought it was
EA.
something-
This EA.
Yeah, I swear it is. No, I give
No,
you
that's
that.
all good,
I
that's
give I give you that. I give you that. I thought it was like a saying and shit. You know, fleet of foot.
Yeah, he's not.
Yeah.
He's not fleet of foot. He's not. He still
Yeah.
ain't. You know what I mean?
Nah, he
but
never is okay.
but what he may have lacked in speed and agility on certain situations, he had in confidence.
Right.
As you told the story in the previous episode, I'm like you. I don't remember what number it was,
Yeah.
but whichever one it was, he understood his value. He knew he was going big. He told the owner, "I'm gonna be the best selection that you ever made."
I forgot whatever number he was, but he was the. It was 6 in that draft. Wasn't a lot of quarterbacks going.
Right.
He was the 6th quarterback in
Right.
that draft.
But he understood.
But it was like 3rd, 4th round. You're right.
Right.
Yeah, he told
But he
Robert
could've
Kraft, "I'm gonna
easily-
be the best decision you ever made."
Absolutely. Now he could have easily fell victim to become whoever they thought he was.
He had a free mind.
He had a free mind. He understood that. Now, with that being said, like I said, just going back to the football analogy, you look at it from the perspective is no matter how much you go, that shit is crazy. It went right back to where it was. No matter what you look at, how much film you study,
Right.
how much you go over the plays in practice,
Right.
there's going to be some shit in life where you're going to have a free thinking mind to get out of.
Right.
If your mind ain't wide open and free,
One or two things.
you're going to be in trouble.
to get out of, or either learn how to cope or adapt.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But not conform.
Exactly.
There's a difference between
Right.
adapting and conforming.
Right. You know how they say bow out of things gracefully, or you can admit defeat and things of that nature, or I concede. You know, there's a difference once again to understanding what your capabilities are and accepting the fact of being in a situation where you're not free of mind.
So let me ask you this question.
What's that?
To be free,
Right.
you kind of don't care about what other people think or what other people say, right? It's safe to say that that's how your structure is built. Like, you're not worried about judgment from people. You're just doing what you feel you're free to do, in a sense.
So, my theory and thinking from a free perspective is this.
Mm-hmm.
If you only know the portion of where I'm trying to go or portion of the story that I'm willing to share with you, you may not get the whole full picture.
Right.
So, where it looks like that may be the case, it's not.
Yeah, because mentally, you really don't care what they think. You're doing what you do.
Mentally, appeasing them and their thoughts of what I'm doing isn't part of the growth and development in the process.
That's what I mean. So
absolutely.
So is it safe to say that motherfuckers that do blow and cocaine are free?
They want to get high. and whether you care or you want them to get high or not, that's their intent.
Blow and cocaine.
Right. They want to die. No, I'm just what I will say is that they are committed to being in a whole different mind state.
But see, the reason why we look at it as them being trapped, because that narcotic is running their life. They don't have control over it if they're that deep in. But the fact that narcotics are illegal is what makes. But if narcotics was legal, and these dudes still function and did everything they did, then they're just as free as me and you.
Man, you got countries where people can get high and don't shit happen to them, and in them same countries, if they steal something, they'll cut your hand off.
Right.
See, it all depends on what
Right.
what you doing, where you doing that shit at.
Man, you talked about this before. You go to jail in the Dominican Republic, you don't eat.
Unless your family bring it to you.
Yeah, man.
And
You got it,
they ain't in the root, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, it's some shit going on, you know what I mean? No,
It's just like here in America. Like, okay, you get pulled over in Jersey with not no license. You gonna failure to present document. They're gonna bang you with a whole bunch of tickets.
yeah,
You get pulled over with no license in Georgia, you go to jail.
yeah,
That day.
yeah,
Today.
yeah.
No
yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah, nah, I believe it. Nah, it's just like even when you're working on your diet, right? When you're working on a diet, when you're working on a business,
Right.
or any of those things, people always are going to do two things. They're going to compare what you're doing to someone else who's already done it, right? And then they're going to critique you for who they know you to be and say whether or not it's possible.
Right.
That's the two things they do, right? You say you want to be a rapper. They say you ain't going to never be Jay-Z, man. You ain't going to never be Nas, man. You ain't going to never be, J. Cole or one of the other rappers, right? Because they don't know you for rap.
Right.
And even if they do know you for rap, they've categorized you already.
Right.
See, you can't be that great because I already put you at this level. You can't be that great.
Right.
But if you're free thinking, right, and you free in your mind, you can turn around and say, I never said I wanted to be any of them. I wanted to be the next me.
Yeah.
And as last time I checked, I'm currently that now.
That's what LeBron said.
Right.
Yeah.
So with that understanding, exactly, great point. With that understanding, the freedom has already been established.
Right. But that's just like
That's the difference.
some people gotta learn later. Because it's funny that you said what you said and you was talking about hip hop music and rap and everything. Jay-Z recently just spoke about how when he was rapping, he told his uncle, like, I'm better than LL Cool J. And his uncle was like, man, get the fuck out of here.
Like, yeah, like, how you better than LL?
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And he said, that did something to him.
It should have.
You know what I mean?
It should have. Not
But-
that he needed the battery in his back, but it should have.
But at the same time,
Right.
that goes back to the theory what you was just saying of the comparings.
Absolutely.
When you know you ain't worried about comparing yourself. I don't compare myself to no motherfucker.
I don't have a problem.
I'm Mr. Influential. I influence people.
I honestly do not have. I am one of the first people to tell a person, then we're not going to agree on this.
Right.
I tell you that shit so fast. And it's not because I want to make you mad. It's just I'm that confident in me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm that solid with myself. You understand what I'm
What
saying?
he is saying is
It's,
he has full control of himself. He ain't listen.
yeah.
You can't say nothing to him about his cocaine habit. If he chooses to deal with that,
He needs some help. He ain't talking about me. That's whoever the fuck he is. Like, I'm talking about somebody else. He came to me. So he need, and guess what? Like, we used to talk about it all the time. People who got alcohol problems and shit, whatever's going on, whatever their addiction is. You got jokers that's out there that like to gamble. You talk about that shit until you want to turn blue in the face. But if they go to work every day and they gamble every night, seems to me like they got the formula figured out.
and they motherfucking bills paid.
Yeah, or if they not, bitch, they seem like they got the formula that works for them figured out.
Oh, that's the thing.
I'm not gonna grow you up.
But guess what? That's a full definition of freedom.
That's what
Because you
that's
doing
this
what
shit
you
I'm
want to do.
saying.
See, people make freedom. People think they know what freedom look like, but they don't. Well, freedom is a feeling. So when you feel it, that,
Yeah,
then you know.
yeah. You ain't gotta understand what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, you ain't gotta figure this shit out. It's for me. It's for me. Like when I talk on them videos and people say sometimes you be hollering, P, that's what I felt like doing.
Yeah, he wanted to.
Guess what? You was free to turn the volume down or look at some other shit. You know what I'm saying? But the point that I'm making in that is I don't try to critique or dictate nobody else's ability.
That shout out to and I'm gonna talk about him again later on. We get to this and that, but shout out to my man Dre. Me and him had that conversation recently. He was like, man, one of my biggest pet peeves is when somebody told me I waste my money on some shit.
Ain't that? Listen to what he said. Dre?
Listen.
Dre. Ain't that his name, Dre?
Yeah.
Give me 1 second with Dre.
Yeah.
Give me the camera. Hey, Dre. It's your motherfucking money.
Yeah, exactly what he said.
Do what you want to do with it. And anybody that got a problem with it, Tell them to kiss whatever part of your ass you comfortable with them kissing. Back to the show. Tired of this shit.
He said, I'm good until you tell me how I'm supposed to spend my motherfucking money.
Right.
Then we got a problem. Man.
Come on.
This is mine.
Come on. Come on.
You know what I mean?
Come on. If I come to you and I ask you for some money and you give it to me and I go buy some rock, I was free to do what the fuck I wanted to do with that money. You could have said, are you going to buy drugs with this money?
I'm going to tell you this, though.
And I'd have said yes, and you would have said, I'm not giving it to you.
You as my brother, if you took some money and you wouldn't bought some rock,
right,
then we going to fight because you going to waste that money.
I'm
going to smack the shit out of it out your hand.
I'm comfortable with that. You're supposed to do that.
Right.
That's what you're supposed to do because I ain't got no business dealing with it.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Right.
However, the point.
Talking about watching cars and shit.
Yeah, you love that shit, right? Yeah, you love that shit. Listen, the point is this. The point is this.
It was the handbook.
Yeah, because you know what the fuck. The freedom. The freedom is what a person. Look, y'all got some people, right? I'm not saying lying. I'm not saying lying is good. I know some people that lie for no reason. Yeah. Shit's sport to them. Yeah. They lie for nothing. Now I look at those people, right? And the one thing that I can say about them. You gotta have an appreciation for their free will to lie. Right. Because regardless of the outcome, they comfortable with staying true to who they are. Now,
right.
With that understanding, I know I can't trust too much of the shit that they saying.
Nah.
But what I can trust is every time I see them and I'm gonna be around them, they're going to be exactly who they want to be.
Right.
Because that's who they're free to be. So that's the thing about being free, man. That's the thing about people. People do not always appreciate a person's free will conversation and opinion about things. I'm not going to be right about everything.
Right.
I'm not. But I am going to have an opinion, and that opinion is going to be mine. Now, if you take that and you get upset about it, then you're free to do that.
Right.
But that's why I think I don't stay there. That's why I think you don't stay there. Right. That's why I think certain people don't, because we know that people are people.
Right.
That's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to have their own thoughts. They're supposed to do certain things.
Right.
We don't have to agree with it. Excuse yourself. I tell people all the time, the easiest thing to do when you're in the company of a situation that you're not comfortable with is excuse yourself.
Right.
That's what you can do. And that's why I made the video. I keep going back to all these videos when I was talking about when you talk to a person and you try to give them advice and you say different things, but they do what they want to do. That if you back away from that situation, not quitting on them, you're accepting the decisions that they made. Because guess what? That's what they're free to do.
Right.
And so are you.
Right.
And so you don't have to charge yourself to that. You don't have to hang that on you. You don't have to do that.
Right.
So, because if you do, then you're choosing to be closed-minded and trapped into that situation.
Trap.
So, that's how that is.
And that brings us to this and that.
This or that.
Right.
I'm talking about this and that, some new shit.
What you say?
This or that. You got one?
This or that. This or that. This or that.
Mm-hmm.
This or that. Who's a black sheep? What's up? Remember that?
I do.
Choice is yours. All right. So, again, I'm shout out to Dre because this is like a 3-part. I mean, he asked me this question the other day.
Okay.
Was it yesterday? Might be yesterday. He asked me this question. And I wanted...
Well, about a week or so ago.
Yeah.
A while ago.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
Okay. Right. Let's see. Okay.
Yeah. So,
right. Dre.
Yeah.
And he asked you...
Modelo. Okay. So, it's a 3-part question.
Mm-hmm.
Which one would you rather do? World Series in the bottom of the ninth. Kickoff return in overtime. Buzzer beater.
All of them take skill. A buzzer beater is we practice that. If you think about it, right? I ain't gonna say everybody. Most kids, you know what I mean? You playing on the court 10, 9, 8, you do that shit. You know what I mean? That would almost be like a dream fulfilled.
Sorry. The home run is a walk-off home run.
Am I in the World Series?
You asked the same questions I asked. I asked, was I in the World Series, Game 7 of the Finals, and the Super Bowl? He said, just a game period. But I'm a boost it up and say they're all the championship games.
I'm a football guy.
Right.
I'm taking it to the house.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a football guy. So I'm going to go with the kick return.
Right. First thing I said was the buzzer beater.
Okay.
But then I started to think about it. It's something. It's something. Because, see, the buzzer beater could be a layup. Still matters. 3 ball.
Right. Still, yeah, still
But when
for the
you
win.
think about it, and then we all agree with that walk-off home run in the bottom of the ninth,
Listen.
bitch gotta be the coolest thing. 2 outs.
That's the one where
Bases loaded.
the cockiest, like,
You down 3.
oh, shit, it's bases loaded.
Yeah, you down 3.
Yeah, full boat, yeah.
Maka. And you just hit a bitch with the. You just look.
Yeah. Yeah,
And you do that little trot.
yeah.
Because once the bitch left the bat,
Yeah,
it was over.
yeah. Yeah.
That gotta be the coolest shit. When he broke it down, I'm like, that might be it, bro. I think a walk-off grand slam.
See, here's why I say what I say with the
I'm
return.
about to see if you about to say what I say. Go ahead.
With baseball, all right, so I'm in the moment, but it's almost like euphoric. It's almost like weird. Like, I'm in the moment. You know what I mean? I see it back. I hear the sound. I feel the contact, of the bat making contact, with the ball. And that's cool. But I got to take the time to kind of, like, notice, you know what I mean? Like, kind of bring it all in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's one thing. With that, like game winning return, I get to a certain point, I can look up at that screen, and I can see it. I can see it. I can see me. Damn, I'm almost there. I can see it. I'm literally almost can see. I can see it actually happening. I can watch it later on TV, but I can see it in that moment. Where the other ones, I'm not gonna be able to do that. Like, I can't. Like,
I get that. Now that's a great answer.
you know what I'm saying?
That's a great answer because they all have a difference of what goes down. What I mean is like this. Even though it wasn't for the championship Game 7 and and all that in the NBA, one of the illest buzzer beaters ever.
When Dame did that shit.
Exactly.
Oh, that was crazy. See how his sister went crazy,
Right.
yo?
That is probably one of the illest ever. What I just learned the other day, they showed the other angle. And Seth was on Portland with him. He walked over. Seth was over the 3. Dame slowed the game down. Seth looked at Oklahoma City bench and said, y'all know the game over, right? He said, it's been real. Series been real. Like, you could see him talking to him. He's in the game, though. Dame shot the ball. He was just like, he looked at him, was like, and Seth, if you watch what Seth Curry did the whole time, like, you know this shit over, right? And then when Dame did it, he turned and was just like, that is by far one of the illest buzzer beaters ever.
That one and when Mike did what he did, when he beat Utah.
Yeah, because I think...
You see the celebration Mike had after that?
Yeah. It just went like this.
Punch. Yeah. We was going crazy.
Oh, no, that's Cleveland. Greg Elo.
He did Craig Elo, but he also went crazy a little bit with
No,
Russell,
but
too.
No, he just crossed over and went like this.
Yeah.
That's all he did.
Right. There was more to it than that. It wasn't just that.
The thing is about what Russell, what made it big is, why people make that shot so big is because that was Mike's last shot as a Bull. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
That was his last shot as a Bull, period.
Gotcha.
But I get that. For what I've seen, that is surprising, that is big. But I think the anticipation of a buzzer beater is big. You visually being able to see yourself on that jumbotron.
That right there, man.
With a kick return, whatever position you play. But I think it's something about when that ball leaves the bat. You knew it. Like any power hitter, when he hit the ball, yo, bitch, that's gone. He knows it.
That was cocky. Like I said, maybe I'm thinking for football, like, cause I have a different kind of appreciation. Like that shit is it's crazy, bro. Like you don't hear nothing. Like you see it, you like, damn, I'm getting ready to score.
But the one thing that we can honestly agree on this probably, that everybody in those moments, we can truly say that these people are free.
Absolutely. Great point.
Yeah. So, you got this or that for me though.
I said you that was a great one with the sports element of it. I think we already did. Know what? Let's do a travel one again.
Right.
All right. So listen to that. Would you rather stay at an all-inclusive right now, or whatever the dopest cruise line is that's available right now, going to cruise?
All inclusive.
Okay.
Something with me and cruises. I don't dislike them, but I don't think I'm as big as a fan as a lot of people are of them.
Okay.
When I've done them both, as you know. When I'm on a cruise, it's not about the water. It's not about all that. I'm not a swimmer. Everybody think, oh, maybe because he don't swim. It's not that.
Mm-hmm.
It's like once you go to it seems like when you first get to a cruise, in my opinion,
mm-hmm.
you walk to every inch of that boat. I don't know if I know I do. If it's a safety thing, I'm just scoping out everything. But once you see every inch of the boat, it's like, damn, I ain't seen nothing. Because I think we're impressed by new things that we see. Now, at an all-inclusive, a lot of times, you'd be like, as soon as you walk out, they hand you a drink. Because,
Right.
on the cruise, you got to have that drink package.
Right.
But you hand you a drink, you start drinking, and you walk over here, you be like, damn.
You almost feel like the liquor's free,
Yeah.
but you paid for it already.
Right, yeah.
But trick the shit out of me.
Yeah, but
make me feel like it's free.
right. So but when you walk out, you like, that's what they do at all inclusives.
Mm-hmm.
Then you walk in like, damn, they got a jungle gym on the beach. That's some bullshit.
Yeah.
Then you fuck with it. You getting drunk, and now you comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Then somebody walk by with some chicken, some maybe some salmon or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like you there for 4 days,
Mm-hmm.
but halfway through the second day, you just seeing the other side of the resort.
Yeah.
Like, damn, I ain't know they had these chicken strips over here.
You know what's crazy? I had an experience. And we talking about free.
Right.
So we're going to talk about freedom to be free.
Right.
I had an experience. I went on a vacation, and I went to an adult resort.
Right.
Okay? Mm-hmm. And in this vacation, it was it was people just being free. Very comfortable with their bodies. Wasn't nothing crazy.
Right.
Outrageous going on. It was just people very comfortable in their own skin.
Uh-huh.
Everybody there had one thing in common, in my opinion.
What's that?
That they were free to be comfortable with what other people didn't find comfort in.
Right.
And a lot of that, if you think about it, when we've been discussing this entire time, that's where the freedom element of things actually comes into play in terms of why people can't always get on the same page with one another.
Right.
People want explanations for why you want to be free on things. That to me is a little bit like, that's wild.
Right.
Like, I need to explain to you why I'm comfortable with this.
Exactly.
I shouldn't have to explain to you why I'm comfortable with something. I'm free to think this way, feel this way, move this way, do the things that I want to do. But because it's not either status quo or at least the thing that you think is appropriate or what should be done, to you, and I don't know, I'm not going to say that I'm not living free, but I'm living wrong.
Right.
So that's the craziest thing to me. While you can have two people that's in two different places in their life. One feel like they're living free, and the other one looking at the other one saying they living wrong.
But the question is resort or cruise.
Well, Well, you answered that question.
Yeah.
And you said that you were more comfortable with a resort.
Yeah.
Are you throwing it back at me at this point?
Frisbee.
Okay.
Boomerang.
If I'm with my family,
Marcus Graham.
I'm comfortable with a cruise, and here's why.
Okay.
Because I can see multiple places. Most cases with the cruises, I'm porting and docking in different places.
Yeah.
So it gives my family an opportunity to be able to see different cultures
It's
and
like
have
it's like a buffet of islands.
Correct. You know what I mean?
Right.
And depending on where it's going, I like the fact of being able to give my children that opportunity to be able to see some other place. Now, if it's an all-inclusive, I'm a little bit selfish in that regard. Like, I would prefer to take the wife, because I just feel like
I love my babies, especially I love them both.
Mm-hmm.
But you may feel like with the young one, you might have wasted some money.
right, okay, because like anything else, both of them may have an itinerary, right? But when I look at an all-inclusive and I'm there and I'm thinking about, okay, this particular place I'm going got 6-7 different restaurants on the property.
Yeah.
You know, they got steakhouse, they got the hibachi,
Brazilian steakhouse.
they got, whatever. It depends on where you are.
Yeah,
Wherever
hibachi,
you are,
Italian,
whatever, you know what I mean, it is for those 6 or 7 different restaurants on that particular resort.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when I start to look at that environment, it's usually somewhere tropical, because unless I'm mistaken, there aren't any all-inclusives in the U.S.
No, I break them how they are. I'll break it down to you in a minute.
Right, but if they're not referring to them,
it's not. No, they refer to them as all inclusives.
Okay.
But they're really not.
Okay, so then they're not then.
In my opinion, not. Well, since we're here, I'll just tell you what it is. For example, Rio in Vegas.
Yeah, see, I wouldn't consider that shit. All right, yeah.
No, it's not a resort.
I understand what you're
Well,
saying.
listen, okay, it's not an island. But you know they consider Vegas as resort places. You pay resort fees when you go to places like Bally's, all these places. So Rio, they'll tell you it's an all-inclusive. But what we know in Jamaica, Dominican Republic, Mexico, Aruba, places like this, the all-inclusive has no limit.
Yeah.
So in Rio, they'll say it's all-inclusive. They'll give you a $250 limit for the day. So if you're staying for 3 days, your all-inclusive stretches out to $750.
Right. I mean, I'm not against it. It's
I'm not, but it's just not the same.
Nah,
it's not exactly the same.
But I still can see that. I consider that. Nah,
that's what it is.
Yeah, that's not horrible.
It's not bad.
It's not horrible.
They broke it down. They said that's 12 mixed drinks.
Yeah.
A day.
It's not horrible.
Now, me personally,
I
don't need 12.
See, my thing,
I'm gonna get some chicken or something.
My thing when it comes to, vacationing, period.
Right.
If I can't see through the water, shit almost don't count to me.
Now, I didn't make it, even though I was down in one of my favorite cities in America.
That pretty blue shit.
I was in Tampa. Clearwater Beach is called Clearwater for a reason.
Yeah.
You walk out, you can see your feet.
Yeah. Florida?
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit don't count, man.
No. It does.
I mean, to me.
No. Why it does count? Because it's the same water that's connected to the Caribbean. So they just keep it clean.
Don't count, man.
They keep it. Now, I'm like you.
Yeah.
I'm like you.
Yeah. Because I can have a pool in my backyard, but I ain't going to call that bitch a water park.
My favorite.
Don't count.
Listen, my top 3 favorite getaways, vacations, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
One of them was I went on my own, but it was when, shout out to Issa Badu, when he got married, he's getting ready to celebrate his 8th year of marriage, if I'm not mistaken, in Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
First all-inclusive I ever went to.
Yeah, nice.
Right?
Yeah.
We had a ball.
Yeah.
Me and DJ Ronski, bacon thief, we shared the room together. You know what I mean? And we was the DJs and we were groomsmen. Mm-hmm. Okay. Another one. Shout out to Book. Them and Mary and their wedding in Jamaica. Mm-hmm. Me and Lee went to that together. Mm-hmm. I was 60 minutes in, 6 drinks in 60 minutes. You know what I mean?
Nah, you ain't alcohol.
No, I ain't. I was on vacation.
That's it.
Okay, that's listen. I was
watching cars.
And then this ain't an all inclusive. This just was a pretty nice trip. Me and Lee, man, when I told her this the other day. We actually got to ride beach cruises at Venice Beach.
Yeah.
It was something so fucking refreshing about that.
Not anything. Well, first off, vacation is a state of mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I said before, when you vacate, you're vacating the normal realities of what you do to, regular rigmarole of life.
Right.
But reason why with me, it's funny, man. Like, I don't know. How do I explain it? The feeling when I'm in an island,
Right.
is different.
Super different.
Um,
I want to do one a year, but I don't think I have the time this year.
Right. And you need time to be able to do it. But
yeah.
It's different.
Oh, no, I may be DJing in Mexico. I'm sorry. I forgot.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
It's different, but the reason why I say it's different for me is because, like the Disney thing and
Yeah.
all that, like, I've been blessed to do it so many times.
Even if you only did it once, it still don't compare, in my opinion, to an island.
Right. No, but
It's fun, though. It's very fun and refreshing for the family.
Like anything, you going to find fun in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like, I turn around and my 18-year-old daughter, she's allergic to going to Orlando and not us going to, Disney World, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Magic Kingdom. Like, the shit is, like, she's allergic to not going to that shit, even at this stage. The first time she went, bro, she was like 2 months old.
I remember.
2-3 months old. So,
I remember that
like,
day.
yeah, you would think that, you get to a certain point in it's different. But who am I to steal that magic away from that situation from her? Right. She's free, like we talking about, to enjoy it and feel that way. I didn't know what an island experience was like until I got married. Because, when we was younger, bro, are you serious? Mom and Pop wasn't getting on no airplanes, which means that they weren't. We wasn't.
First island I ever went on was St. Martin.
Yeah.
But it didn't hit like, Dominican Republic when I went for that wedding. And then, I went to Jamaica 3 times. Mm-hmm. And I enjoyed every last one of them.
Absolutely.
I had a ball also, shout out to DJ William H. I had a ball when I was one of the DJs at his wedding in Jamaica. Mm-hmm. I think what it was with Book's wedding that had me real big and enjoying it, it was the fact that, because Lee was there with me. Mm-hmm. To have my lady there with me was a big deal.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The islands is different, man.
Yeah.
That shit just hit different. Anybody who ever, had an opportunity to go to any of them places, man, Jamaica, Dominican Republic, I don't know, islands somewhere else, everything is different. You know what I mean? Like, just that I love to sit on the beach.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the ocean, man, is amazing.
Right.
You know what I mean? And sounds and
the
sights and all of those different things.
It's just beautiful.
Right.
Did I tell you the story?
It makes you feel even more free.
Exactly. No. You know what? Hold on. The laughter was for how I stopped in mid-sentence.
I like that shit.
Yeah, just
spin move, smooth, nasty.
Right. Spin move, grand slam. Listen.
Whoa.
It was...
Damn.
Listen though. I don't know if I ever told you or told the people this, when we was at Book's wedding. Mm-hmm. It was a dude, the resorts got property lines, but they don't own the water. Mm-hmm. So the dude stayed in the water, was pushing his raft, and he was selling weed.
Told y'all, man.
Nah, listen.
We don't know money, but once an episode,
yeah,
he gonna tell on somebody, man.
Listen. So he walking, and he like ganja, and he got the ganja here, man. That's all you got, the ganja. He's like, yeah, you want some, man?
Lining his ass.
You want some?
Keep on telling the story.
I said, sir, I don't deal with the ganja.
And then what you tell him to do?
I said, my man right there wants some though.
Right.
So he goes over
to
officer, man.
Who sent him over there? Damn, I told y'all, man. I told y'all, man. Do this shit every time.
Hey man, I heard you on the ganja. He said, "My man, I'm a cop, man. You might get the fuck up out my face with that bullshit. That shit." Oh man, you buddy, you turn. I said, man, I didn't know he was a cop. I thought he liked the ganja.
So
Yeah.
I wonder what they call a rat in Jamaica. And you might even a rat. You was lying to him. You know what I'm saying? You lying his ass up, man. Informant.
Informer.
Nah, but you know what though? I can honestly say it doesn't matter which ones you're comfortable with. Wherever you go, you should have a free mind to enjoy it to the best of your ability.
Free your mind.
Right. See that?
And the rest will follow. Who sung that?
Yeah.
In Vogue. There it is.
Don't be so shallow.
Huh. We'll be going to go free. 1 into the 1, 2 into the 3.
You're not doing no
3 into
mixtape
the
shit
4.
right now.
Free.
Come on, man. This guy is crazy, man. He is ready. But listen.
It's BC in a place to be free. And I got what it takes to rock.
Wherever you are, man, when the people listen to this shit, man, I know they be thinking he snapped out and shit, man. He's gone.
They like that part.
They love it. They love it like anything else. They're gonna support Little Buddy.
Who the fuck is Little Buddy? I keep asking you who the fuck Little Buddy
You
is.
know who Little Buddy is, man. People know.
You talking about Pound?
I don't know who Pound is,
LB
man.
is Pound.
Nah, man, Little Buddy, man. Little Buddy.
BB.
That's it. Field trip, man. You
Big
doing
buddy,
good.
yeah.
Like they let you out to do this show every week, man. Shout out to the shout out to the place that let he out or let Little Buddy out every week to do the show. Y'all the bomb.
So if they letting Little Buddy out,
Right.
it's safe to say they let you out the rehab, little drug rehab?
Nah, I'm not in that.
Yeah, nah. So when did you beat your powder habit?
I mean, I'm not. Everybody know, bruh. Everybody know I specialize in watching people for years. Nah, man.
I specialize in clip.
Sound like a transformer. Something
Shout
wrong with you.
out to Uncle Phil. Extended the utility shut off memorandum to the rest of the year. So water and PSCNG was
So
still
they let
good.
that shit run, y'all.
Yeah. Listen. You know, when I seen that article, I swear to God, you ever read an
Y'all
article?
might as well just been off.
No, you ever read an article and a song pop in your head?
Yeah.
So when I read that article, right? As soon as I read it, I see that shit said, the real ass nigga don't fuck by the nigga. It's he just a hot girl summer. And I said, oh, they about to blow all that money.
Yeah.
January 1, bitch. I don't give a fuck how cold it is. It's gonna hit. I'm gonna hit y'all with this because the playoffs gonna start. Bam, 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 bam.
You say
You
can't wait to cut people water off, man.
I'ma hit her with the clip.
Hey, man, you not right, man. You not right, man. Hey, listen, man. Until then, let the water be free, y'all. As a matter of fact, I guess the shit's free until then. Enjoy yourself, man.
Believe that shit if y'all want to.
Hey, man. Hey, at the end of the day, man, Uncle Phil, he just said what he had to say. He said what he said.
All right, I want y'all to realize, though, it ain't just water.
Man.
Central air people, too, man. Y'all getting free air. Y'all getting that electric air, man. I'm telling them.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's
It
nice.
says utility.
Yeah.
Real ad. Don't about it. I'm mad because I'm really mad at is I was a little back in PSCNG. I paid all that shit. Didn't the memorandum? Oh, it's still extended.
So what you felt the type of way because you was responsible?
No, I could have kept my little
You felt the type of way because you
I
was
wouldn't have
being
gave him as
responsible.
much. I'd have gave him money, but I wouldn't have gave him the whole thing.
Nah. They don't do that. Bitch, they don't do it like that. They don't blow air on one side of your crib and nothing. They do. Nah. You get the full blast of air, bitch. We want the full payment. And they working with you. You gonna send the money and then look up, oh shit, I could have held back. Nah, hell no, you did the right thing.
Did you vote yesterday?
Nah, I fucked up. I was fucking free to do what I wanted to do.
Voting was
I
also
did vote.
free.
No, I did vote.
Go ahead.
I did. I mailed it in. I ain't styling on you, man. I ain't styling on
Let
you.
me get my clippers because this shake my own shit up because
Nah,
he lied.
you can fuck around and get yourself baldy, man. You know what I mean?
Shout
'Cause you
out to
go-
Walt, man. I get my hair cut. Listen, I'm getting it cut. But as y'all know, man, this is your boy DJ E,
This
Mr.
guy,
Influential, man. I'm with my brother P.
I
Original.
love this nigga, man.
Yeah. this is the Porch Podcast. But shout out to Uncle Phil.
Hey, man, shout out to Uncle Phil. Shout out to y'all, as always, man, for tuning in and rocking out with your boys, man, as always.
Yeah.
If you haven't done so already, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell on the YouTube channel. And if you have you been getting it from any of your favorite podcast streaming sites, whether it be Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music,
Stitcher.
iHeartRadio.
Well, that's one of my favorites. iHeart.
Yes, I enjoy it. I really, really enjoyed it. on
Apple,
there.
Google, Amazon Music. We said it. You know.
All of them.
All
All of them. Wherever you've been getting it from.
Yeah.
Listen, we appreciate the time as always. Hey, man, you're free. You're free to go be great, man. Go be
Yup.
great and keep on rocking with your boys, y'all.
We gone.
All right, y'all. Peace.